All right, let's get to it. We had to have this conversation. Now, to start off, I'm a black man. I'm married to a black woman, and I have two beautiful black kids. One of them is a daughter. There's plenty of material on the internet going hard at black women about this and about that. Some warranted, some not warranted. But you know what? I'm all about conversation. This channel is all about crucial conversations, right? So I wanted to just do a reaction video to an older black woman speaking about her experience with black women in customer service jobs. Yeah, I know we're going to have that convo, right?
The way I speak to you on camera is the way I speak to people when I'm out and about. So explain to me why I keep running into African American women whose job it is for customer service to, for some reason, can't find it in their soul to at least even be civil to me. I was in line at the grocery store. And when I pulled up in the 10 item or less line, there was nobody there. And I'm like, whoa, I got lucky. Now, on the other side was a self service counter, and there was a man there, and he was having problems, and there was a woman behind him. When I get into this line, there's nobody there. And like I said, whoa, I got lucky. And there's an African American lady at the cashier. She's turned around talking to her coworker. So when she turns back around, I'm standing there. My little 6 items are on the counter, and she physically jumped. I swear to God, she went, and I thought, is there something in my hair? Is there something in my teeth? You know, uh, what happened here? She looks over at the woman behind the man at the next cashier over, self service, and she goes, ma'am, if you want to, you can come over here. And I'm standing there going, do you not see me standing here? Do you not see my items on the counter? And so the woman that she was speaking to was a white lady. At this point, the level of disrespect is off the charts. Even the white lady was shocked. She goes, no, that lady's already there. Now, the way I see it is this: had you not been talking to your coworker, had you actually been paying attention to what was going on, you would have saw that the gentleman had problems and somebody had to come help him. You would have saw that the lady behind him was waiting patiently. You could have just said, ma'am, come over here before I got in line. Before I got in line. So thankfully, the white lady was very gracious. And she goes, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm fine. So then the cashier proceeds to ring me up. And one of the bags I bought, because I bought some crab legs, right? So I'm keeping an eye on that bag. She doesn't give me. And I said, oh, is that my bag? And she goes, oh, yeah, here. She then gets my change and my receipt and turns back around to her coworker with my change and my receipt still in her hand. Now, mind you, her hand wasn't stretched out towards me. It was here. And she's turned around like this. And there is nothing I can do but stand there and go. And eventually she turns back around and she goes, oh, here. And we were brought up to be polite to people, to be nice to people, until they show you a side of them that they don't deserve that. So when someone is just for no reason impolite to me, I'm usually at a loss.
This is perfect because this is something that falls under the category of what do I tell my daughter? I'm not saying it doesn't happen with other races of women, but I'm talking to and about my black women right now. So sisters who are really dismissive, have an attitude, don't want to be there, fine. We all understand that. That's part of life. People have that happen in their jobs. One of the things I tell my daughter, she's young, she's a kid. I teach my daughter early, you don't have a right to have an attitude and think that people won't have an attitude back. What you put out in the world is what you're going to get back. And I teach my daughter that very young. One of the problems is that with girls, a lot of times we end up just saying that, okay, well, the girl is sassy. Like we attach a lot of these branding things to black women. They're sassy and spicy and saucy, and a lot of that comes with a level of attitude. And there's nothing wrong with having an attitude when it's warranted. If some an attitude to me should be something that's not preemptive. It should be something that is a reaction. It's something that should be in your defense if someone has an attitude first. We've allowed, in my opinion, a lot of sisters to grow up to think that, yeah, it's okay to have an attitude. That's normal. And people should just understand and people should absorb it and deal with it. And that becomes a real issue when you start to get out in the world, right? You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button for the algorithm and of course hit the subscribe button. Crucial Convo.